I thought you were going to introduce me as a professional douchebag. I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. So, not to start off the show sad, but I do want to talk about Stephen Hawking passing away. I think it's important to acknowledge that. And, you know, my friend came up to me the other day, and he was very upset. He comes up to me and he says, George, we have lost one of the greatest minds this world has ever known. And I thought Kim Kardashian died. I got nervous. So I said, who died? And he said, Stephen Hawking. And I said, oh shit, that's right. He was alive. I forgot. He goes, yeah, it's really crazy. I didn't even know he was sick. Like, okay. Like he was sick. Like he was synonymous with sick. He was the only person that was more intelligent than the technology keeping him alive. You could ask that guy any question, and he would spit the answer out of you in a robot voice. He was like the original Alexa. So shout out to him. So, anybody here go to the gym? We got any gym people in here?
Wow.
Yeah. I'm thinking about joining. I don't know. I'm not sure. I hear a lot about it. I do Pilates and shit like that. I don't want to get too big. You know what I mean? I stay nice and lean. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm huge. I've been working out for a long time, and it's been a big fucking waste of time. 5 years. Started working out when I was like 13 with the intention of, obviously, like every red-blooded young male, it's going to help me get laid. And it's the exact opposite of what you think. It's like you think you're going to go out and girls are going to be like, oh my God, can I touch your muscles? Your arms are like, oh my God. And it's just dudes like, how much do you bench? How much protein do you, how much should I eat? I don't know, dude. I have no idea. Please leave me alone. Or you get the old guys coming up to you like, you look good, kid. I used to look like that. No, you didn't. I'm fucking tremendous. I'm an outlier. The most profound effect it's had on my life is that the bigger I get, the less my voice matches my body. And there's really not much I could do about it. My father was Irish and German, and my mother was a helium balloon, so it's just the way shit laid out. I think the least, like the most mismatched thing about me is my name. My real name is George, which is a real shitty thing to do to your kid. I don't understand like how you just met me. Why do you hate me so much? And why would you name me George? When I was growing up, it was Curious George, George of the Jungle, Georgie Porgy, fucking Boy George, George Michael, George Bush. It like didn't end. It was just until I was a man, I hated my name. And then finally, I got married and I had kids, and I named my son George. So, any married folk in the crowd tonight? Yeah? All right, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do my joke anyway. So, when you get married, right? I guess married people, you'll have heard this. Everyone tells you don't go to bed angry and never let the sun set on an argument. And it's like, okay, cool. When am I gonna sleep? I'm an asshole. 24/7. They say, never go to bed angry. They don't tell you not to start an argument at midnight, which is what I did. So I have kids. I'm married with kids, and my son, he loves that iPad. Let me tell you, loves it. And I don't have a problem with him being on the iPad because when I was young and I left my house and I literally just left and told no one where I was going and stayed out all day with no cell phone, it was fucking dangerous. And I got into a lot of trouble. I got into drinking, drugs, fights. I almost got kidnapped like 4 times. I was fat, so I was hard to grab. But if I wasn't, it would have been a problem. Because it's like they come up to you and you're like, hey kid, you want some candy? It's like, yeah, I want some fucking candy. You have candy? I will get in your car right now. I don't know how I'm still alive. I feel like making fat kids heavy is God's way of keeping us safe, because like it's not that easy of a decision. See my parents again or get candy. It's like it's kind of tough. So yeah, my son, he loves this iPad, and he watches this kid Ryan all day long. Does anyone know who Ryan is?
Yes.
Fuck Ryan.
He's the worst human being on the planet.
Horrible. He's 6 years old, by the way. We're talking about a 6-year-old. He's just a child. It's his parents. But he is a 6-year-old Asian boy who plays with toys and posts videos on YouTube. And I mention he's Asian because my son watches so much of it. Every time we go in public now and he sees an Asian kid, he yells Ryan. And I'm like, you're making me look like a real racist piece of shit right now. You can't do that anymore. But he loves watching Ryan, and I couldn't like fathom how he would get so much joy out of watching somebody else do something he could easily do himself and have just as much fun doing, until I realized how much porn I've looked at. And then I said, all right, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Thank you guys. Have a good night.
Woo!
Sinatra, everybody, give it up for him. Come on, give it up. I feel like you know this guy. That's your boys, the gym boys. All right. We have